Hello and welcome to another Wicked Gameplay episode. Today we're in X-Plane and we've got the latest aircraft here from Carenado, which is the Beechcraft 1900D, and this is a twin turboprop engine. Very nice plane. Actually, I was really looking forward to this one. This carries I think about 19 passengers and looks to be one of Carenado, I think, for X-Plane, one of their best aircraft to date. Now, I've got a few of their aircraft, and I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed with this one. It looks fantastic. It reminds me a lot of the King Air B200 inside the cockpit. You know, just the general, like a bigger version of a B200, and it flies really nice. It's actually quite a nice plane. Now, it's not 100% perfect. There is a few little bugs with the plane, as to be expected. Hasn't been out very long, and I know that there is some work being done. At least they're aware of some of that, some of the minor issues with the aircraft. So, you know, that's just going to happen. Okay, so why don't we have a little look around? We can see here we've got the steps down here. We've got the typical Carenado, the static elements. What else have we got going on? We've got the baggage area, so let's have a little look at that. So let's close up the baggage. We're going to actually fly a short trip today. I thought I might do something different rather than just the typical show you around the plane. Let's do a little flight, and we're going to take off here. We're actually at Charlie Yankee Quebec Alpha, which is an airport called Muskoka. I think this is in Canada. So this is going to be pretty interesting. We're going to be flying to the North Bay. What did I write there? North Bay Jack Garland Airport, which is Charlie Yankee Yanker Bravo. We're going to be flying into there. So I'm going to be using. I'm going to try something a little bit different, which should be funny. The ATC that comes with X-Plane. Now, I have to admit, it's not the best ATC I've ever experienced, but you know, it kind of we're going to do an IFR flight. It's going to be at least be a little bit interesting, so we'll just try and mix it up a bit. And also one of the reasons why I wanted to do that was to get a little bit used to, you know, just tuning to the frequencies and following ATC instructions, so I can jump on something like Pilot Edge. So this is kind of a little bit of practice. So let's put the static elements away. We'll get the aircraft ready. Our baggage is loaded up. We're going to close the baggage door. You also notice here there's a mouse scroll. We're going to have a look at that. Let's close the passenger door, and obviously we would normally get inside. Let's have a little look at this aircraft from the outside. It's actually very nice. You know, it's what you're going to expect from Carenado. They definitely produce some of the best looking models, and even this aircraft here does have a few of the systems modeled, which is pretty cool. And if you over rev these engines for, I think it's 5 minutes, they will catch on fire and you will crash, and I have done it in my little test flights. Well, I got a bit lazy and forgot all about that. I had the throttles up too high. Let's jump in and have a look in the flight deck here. This is very similar to the B200. It holds a lot of the same kind of look. You know, the fuel gauges and that sort of thing. The position of the gauges kind of looks the same. This is 10.3 in X-Plane, so we get the new GPS, which is kind of nice. We've got the overhead panel up here, and you'll see they've got these scroll wheels, which I have to admit are pretty cool. I think they could do with a little bit of work, but that's to be expected. It's the first time they've implemented it, and it's kind of pretty cool the way that you can just click and scroll. So if you've been used to Prepared or FSX, I guess, never used FSX, but I know in Prepared you have something similar to this, where you can just click and scroll. It sometimes does get in the way. In X-Plane you zoom with your scroll wheels, so sometimes that can get a bit tricky. Okay, so here we go. We've got our flight deck here. Looks pretty good. Like I said, we've got our overhead panel. Why don't we just jump in the back here? You can actually there is a door here, cockpit door. So you can see there's a cockpit door. I was actually at the back there earlier, cleaning up from the last passengers. So wonder if that's the real sound of that, but you can actually then open it. Let's jump in the back section here. We'll just have a real quick look around. I'm going to make this pretty fast. So you can see they've modelled all this. You can jump right down the back here, and you know, I haven't really looked at the lighting and stuff. I can't see anything that you click here. Got the view of the wing on the outside here, the winglets, and that's basically what she looks like in the back. So let's jump up the front and get this thing fired up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the yoke here, and we're going to get some power. This is the master switch section here, so we're going to turn on some power. And first thing I want to do is let's have a little look. I should turn our left and right generators on, which are here. AC bus here, left and right. Avionics switch, we'll turn that on. Turn our external power on for the time being. Fuel and starters. So we're going to put some fuel here. So I'm just going to make sure my levers are all back. Alright, good. Now normally you would start the left engine first. However, in this aircraft there's an issue at the moment with the sound of the right engine that doesn't sound correct until you start the left engine. So let's turn on that. We're just going to get some of these lights off. Rudder boost, which is actually down here. Here it is here. What else is there that's warning me? I think we're good. I'll leave that for the time being. Alright, so I'm going to start the left. You can see here I was actually trying to zoom, but I clicked on that. We're going to start the left engine first, so we're just going to put that there. I'm just going to leave the props to feather. Fuel throttles are there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to start the left engine. We'll jump outside. You can see the turbine gauge there starting to wind up. Alright, so I'll let go of the starter switch. Oops. Accidentally bumped my throttle lever. So you can see there's the heat coming off the... You can just barely see it. You can't really notice as much with this livery. It comes with quite a few liveries, which are quite nice. Alright, so we'll jump back in. Turn off our warning. Right throttle. Hit the right starter. See over here we're winding the turbine up. Let go of the starter. See the right engine's now starting to start up. Now I probably should have turned my beacon on, but I'm not really sure the right lights in this particular aircraft. Because when we go to the top panel up here, I guess we can just turn our nav lights on. We'll leave our taxi lights off. You can leave all those on. Now you can actually turn these on. Might do so you can see the interior lighting here. What we haven't done yet is have a look at the getting the instrumentation up here. So this is now on. What's kind of strange, and maybe this is something they're going to fix, this is the pilot, then you've got the co-pilot, but the co-pilot's actually already on. So it just seems that this left-hand switch does, I don't know what those do, but I might just turn them on anyway. The EFS power, and I think everything else I'm just going to leave as they are. I haven't really played around with any of those. We've got our autopilot here. Just check our annunciator panel here. Auto feather, that's already armed. So that'll actually turn off in flight. and we just want to turn off the external power here and turn on bleeds. You can turn, you'll just hear that turn on there. Temperature inside the cabin. I believe we're supposed to set this thing, although I'm no expert. One thing I don't really understand is cabin pressure. To the cabin pressure we're going to be at, I'm going to just set it to about here and we'll see how we go. We're going to fly at about 11,000 feet and we should be good to go. So okay, we've done all that. I've already programmed the flight plan, so this is our flight plan here. We're going to be flying out of here. We're going to tune into the ATIS and just see what that all looks like. But before we do that, I just want to quickly show you what this looks like at night. So what we might do is, just for the sake of showing what this looks like, is turn all these on. Leave that strobe. It's on ground. And we'll just have a little look at this thing at night. There we go, there's our lighting. See there? It's the night lights. We can also look at our tail light. And I think that's pretty much covers it. There's like your flood lights and stuff like that, reading lights. Not sure if they actually did anything. Instrument lights and that sort of thing. So anyway, we're going to switch back to normal time. We'll say it's 10 AM. I'm going to turn off all these lights. Turn off the tail light. We don't really need that. And let's tune into the ATIS. I should already have this in here, which should be 124.57. So why don't I just do this? Should be good to go. We'll put that in there. Make sure we got our
speaker on. OK, Bay information X-ray. 1300 Zulu weather. Sky conditions 5000, scattered 7000, broken 9900, overcast visibility 9. Temperature 1 for viewpoint 12. Wind calm. Altimeter 2988. Arriving and departing runway 36. Advise on initial contact. You have X-ray.
2988, so we just set our altimeter here. Might just flick that frequency over so we don't hear that again. We're good to go. I've already set up our flight plan. It's not what I wanted. If we have a little look at my flight plan here, I've already set this up for an IFR flight. So what we're going to do is not file. We need to tune in to the ground 122.30. To here we should be, hopefully. If I get it right. File this. Okay, we can request clearance now.
November 629er Juliet Golf. Cleared IFR to Charlie Yankee Bravo as filed. Maintain 1000. Squawk 4700.
You can see I've already done that a few times, so we're just going to read back this transmission.
Cleared IFR to Charlie Yankee Bravo as filed. Maintain 1000. Squawk 4700. November 629er Juliet Golf.
Now the ATC in the NX plane isn't the best, but it'll do. Now, where where was, we need to get to 11,000, so we're going to do this. Okay, it's a bit too much. You also have a little scroll wheel here. You can actually disable the scroll wheel, I think, but it's actually pretty good. There's a few slight buggy little things with the gauges as well. So now this only has one frequency. We're just going to
November 629er Juliet, golf, runway 36, taxi via 18, hold short of runway 36.
So read this back. You can get it.
Runway 36, taxi via 18, hold short of 36, November 629er Juliet, golf.
Okay, so we're good to taxi. We're going to hit the taxi lights. I think we're good to go there. Put our prop levers up to taxi, which is just here. I'm going to push these sort of forward here. And release the brakes. Finally moving. Just move my prop levers up a little bit more. Beautiful sounding engines. I love the way they sound when they feather off. Short here.
November 629er Juliet, golf, runway 36, clear for takeoff.
Runway 36 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 36, cleared for takeoff, November 629er Juliet, golf.
So actually what we might do is get our landing lights on. Let's just see how we go this time. So we're going to get going again. We're going to jump back up here. We're going to turn on it. Move these to flight. We should be all good here. Let's try this again. So brakes are on. We get our props going up. Flaps down. Let's try again. I think about 110 we can lift off. Just trim
2-9er Juliet, golf. Contact center on 125.77.
Contact center on 125.77, November 629er Juliet, golf.
So switch that over, 125.77.
November 629er Juliet, golf. You're off course.
Yeah, okay. This is one of...
You're off course.
November 629er Juliet, golf.
Okay, so...
November 629er Juliet, golf. Charlie, Yankee, Quebec, Alpha. Altimeter 29er 87. November 629er Juliet, golf. You're off course. You're off course.
November 629er Juliet, golf. Center, November 629er Juliet, golf.
So we're going to get our autopilot going here.
November 629er Juliet, golf. Charlie, Yankee, Quebec, Alpha. Altimeter 29er 87.
Is that autopilot on? 2987, we're good.
Charlie, Yankee, Quebec, Alpha. Altimeter 29er 87, November 629er Juliet, golf.
We should be good here. What about our climb? Look at that, and let's just check our instruments here. Okay, so as we've been flying along here, we've started to get a bit of rain. I'm not actually seeing that on the weather here. I guess maybe rain doesn't show up. I'm not really sure what that's all about. But I know we do have some wipers up here, so let's just have a quick look at the wipers. Turn them on too slow. We've got our wipers. Let's jump outside and have a look at that. Now I know when you're on the ground, the rain actually does beat up on the windows, but it doesn't seem to do it when we're actually flying. So there you go, that's the wipers in the 1900 Beech 1900. Okay, so we're just going to have a look at the weather radar here. You'll see here on our top riders, we're just not too far, we're just coming into our last point. Our last waypoint here before turning in towards the airport. We're hoping that ATC will vector us into a runway. But you can see here we look like we're going to be flying into that weather as we're coming in. So if we can just get this, we might just scoot around that. It'll be interesting to see what we have on the other side of that weather. So we'll just be turning right. It's just to our right here.
November 629er Juliet, golf. Charlie, Yankee, Quebec, Alpha. Altimeter 29er 87.
Let's change our altimeter. Read that back.
Charlie, Yankee, Quebec, Alpha. Altimeter 29er 87, November 629er Juliet, golf.
So it's really quite cloudy out there. We can still see, but it's pretty cloudy. Let's just see how we go as we're coming in. We'll see you shortly. Okay, so we've just reached our final waypoint, and we're heading now into the airport here. As you can see here, just get this up. We're just heading towards our last waypoint. We're about 12 minutes away, and we should get vectored by ATC soon, hopefully. And it looks like we're just going to stay to the left of this bad weather, but you can see we're probably a bit lucky unless we get vectored through there by ATC, which wouldn't surprise me in X-Plane. You can also see the weather is showing up on on this particular display panel, which is the EFIS panel here, which is pretty cool as well. Okay, so we're on our way down to 8,000. You can see it's starting to get a bit bumpy. Still got a lot of cloud cover here, so
November 629er Juliet, golf, fly heading 090. Vectors for the visual, runway 36, descend and maintain 6,000.
okay, so we're heading 350, getting vectored in. Hopefully we can get this thing on the ground soon.
Golf, contact tower on 118.3.
Okay, we're getting to the field now.
Contact tower on 118.3, November 629er Juliet, golf.
So let's get this to 118.3.
Tower, November 629er Juliet, golf.
Get our throttles up a little bit. It can be a bit odd and clearing us to land, so I'm going to put my gear down. One level of flaps. I'm going into land regardless. Sometimes X-Plane will, ATC will
November 629er
So
Juliet,
yeah,
golf,
just like
runway 8, clear to land.
Alright, so we're cleared to land. Finally managed.
November 629er Juliet, golf, runway 8, clear to land.
Runway 8 cleared to land, November 629er Juliet, golf.
Got this nasty little hill here. All I can say is it's good to be home. You can see the specs on the runway windows here. I don't know if there's any ground at this airport. What I might do here is just turn here. See if we can get a turn here.
November 629er Juliet, golf, gate, taxi via 818.
Gate taxi via 818 November 629er Juliet, golf.
November 629er Juliet, golf, gate, taxi via 18. November 629er Juliet, golf, gate, taxi via 18.
Be really annoying.
Gate taxi via 18 November 629er Juliet, golf.
November 629er Juliet, golf. November 629er Juliet.
That's the Beechcraft 1900D. I hope you enjoyed this flight. I know I found it fun and challenging. It's a great aircraft, definitely recommended, and it's probably one of the best planes, I think, at least one of the best twins. Just like the B1900 King Air, but if you're looking for something a little bit bigger, this is a really nice aircraft. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Thanks to all the new subscribers. It's amazing to see how many people are jumping on and supporting the channel, so I really appreciate that. A big thank you to all you new subscribers and all our subscribers that have been here from the beginning. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.